Only way to capture this because my camera for some reason on video doesn't work as good. It doesn't show the light as much. So I guess that's great. I can share it with anybody out there that wants to see this, but I had to capture this. This is just beautiful. You guys, the energy is coming in strong today and it's beautiful. It's a very beautiful energy. It's really healing. So anyone out there that needs to hear this or know this so they can try this, today's energy is going to be very healing. If you talk to it, it's going to be your sweetest friend. Yes. So see how things can look like intense, like, whoa, is that like a big worm or something with teeth in its mouth and stuff like that? Look, guys, be creative with it and have fun. Every monster is a cute little buggy butt that just needs a hug. Think of it that way. Remember that mothers are in the forefront with their babies. They have to protect. And that's mainly what you're going to run into in the wild. Also, I thought I'd say this for the record, but for anybody out there that's listening. So I know that they really want to rush us into an election and voting like they do about everything. You know, get to work on Monday. Get back to work on Monday. Get back to work on Monday. Get back to your desk. Lunch is over. Break's over. So on and so forth. Of course they do. That's what they do. You know, that's their job. But the truth of the matter is that nobody ever asked for our consent. Like, the truth is, we've all been born and told we consented before, but no one ever asked any one of us for consent. And the thing is that it's as if we're on a plane, right? We already knew that we lost an engine, and then the captain had a heart attack. And then we hear the co-pilot announcing the desire to land safely. And then a passenger gets on the loudspeaker and tells us that he's a decorated pilot and he could make this flight safe again. And all we got to do is decide which one we want to be our captain. It's like, you guys, why don't you just get us to land first? And we'll talk about captains later, right? Or like we're on a runaway train and they're doing the same thing. And we're like, why don't you just pull the brakes? Or like, let's find out if we can figure this out and survive it before we take votes and jump to the gun and so on and so forth. Because I can tell you that since COVID happened, like, they've thrown everything at us, you know, including this kitchen sink. That's not a joke. Think of that. And it's tactical. You just have to look at it from that perspective. Tactically, it's tactical. Well, why would they need to deploy to a tactic? Well, because clearly they feel like they're out of time and they've got to pull a tactic because they can sense that we're waking up and that some of us are here to, in fact, help us accomplish that collectively. You know what I mean? Some of us are here in particular to get us through the difficult shift because we've been around the block or something like that, okay? So back to the energy, it's here to let us know we love you. Not a scary looking monster. It's, you know, just don't call me names because I have fangs, like that sort of thing. You know, don't pick on me, and that's correct and accurate. So as far as I'm concerned, the ballots, go ahead, try to change it at the last minute. It still won't cover the whole thing. Y'all are in breach. Y'all are in breach. Y'all are in breach. Y'all are in breach. All of you, all in positions of trust, are in breach. And you're getting real obnoxious about it, and your financial institutions are trying to push it even farther, demanding powers of attorney. Are you kidding me? A bank wants me to give them a durable power of attorney? Well, they want that from all of us. They want to control our money and tell us what school we're going to study, and they want us to really be productive for them. Because computers have really convinced them that we're lazy. We're good-for-nothing eaters and shitters and stuff. You know, they want it to be clean. They want our bodies to be their backup bodies for their... They're not going to let us inherit our money. They're going to keep it forever because they're vampires now. And computers made them convince themselves that they had power or control over it. They don't realize that intelligence that's artificial came from intelligence, natural. And it's a lot smarter than them and had a lot more time to program itself and so on and so forth, right? Like, I can't make an Earth. I can make a baby, and that's what's so freaking cool. That's what they hate us for. Men are jealous of us because we can do that. And that's their fault, that they want to take it out on us, because we're not trying to pick on them. So anyway, long story short, the ballots, in order to even consider being valid, need to provide the opportunity for me to vote for the option of no confidence, to vote for the option of no way, Jose, I'm calling out breach and I want an audit. They can't just put barriers to justice out there. So what they'll do is, like, let's just say, actually I looked at the numbers. It's been, well, last year it was like 47%. 47% of the population showed up to vote. Okay, well, already that's less than half the majority. Okay? A good percentage of it is like children and then like disqualified ones. But back to, all right, but we're already starting with less than half. Right, but think of it this way. If they're only going to tally up, 100% of the percentage, whatever it is, we're going to tally up 100% of however many show up. Okay, well, then it's not appropriate for you to put a ballot out there and say, pick this guy or that guy. Well, no, wait a minute, because I need to have the option of picking this guy, that guy, or the don't want to pick a guy option. That's a whole nother option. And not offering me that option or the people that option or having any other remedy, not only not easily available, but literally impossible. You're going to have somebody that somebody, and at that point, you already think you know people, and you're going to decide with them. So my point is nope, wrong, foul, fraud on the court. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. But not having that option on the ballot makes that ballot invalid. But also trying to jump to elections so fast when you've thrown everything at us, including the kitchen sink. And there's way too many things that we don't know what the hell you're up to, what's going on, what it says. Nobody can read those 300-page, 700-page documents every single day. Nobody could do it. And I'm not going to even be worried about the situation where you want to call it out and say, all right, we'll prove that we can do it. It doesn't matter. You guys are skilled at it. You expect the public to be keeping up like this? Oh, hell no. No. Everybody gets an audit every so often. I think once in our life, like for the first time, sounds at least appropriate, you know what I mean? Like, we're going to just start with a quality control review. We've got technology. We got all this advancements happening so fast. I think what we're going to do is just kind of assess the situation. And I think that sounds smart from a managerial perspective. And that's all. So slow down. Get your foot off the gas pedal. We're just going to do this one step at a time, because we don't want to have to fuck things up, and we don't want to have to, et cetera, et cetera. Right? Fair enough? I mean, does that sound reasonable, guys? So they can keep spending all their money until they're blue in the face, and they're just going to look like big, dumb, stupid wasters. Not the kind of quality you want to have in someone in government. But they could have fixed poverty by now. It's something they're going to have to do by 2030, according to SDGs. But they agreed to those in 1992, so what are they dragging their feet for? We can fill in the blanks ourselves. Can't we? We know why. And they're not going to fix their addiction on their own. They're not going to come to terms with it and decide to be a better person tomorrow. It's not going to happen. Let's help them out of their insanity, guys. But most importantly, fuck the people. It's about the children, and I'm not kidding around. Be prejudiced for the children, but from the mother's perspective. Because what they're starting to do with their words out there is like, the children are their future. No, bro. Children come with a mother, and until the mother and the child decide the child's ready to go somewhere for the child's future, it's the mother and the child is a limb of the mother's. And there will never be anything other than that until God decides otherwise, and that's that. Anyhow, freaking people going to war, trying to call themselves the chosen people, just making an absolute joke out of life itself. They don't respect life. Well, guess what? That's why they can't have babies. Until they learn their lesson, I'm pretty sure God's not going to give them the opportunity to either. And this has got nothing to do with them. It's got everything to do with us and our children and this earth. Hey, let's talk about that too. This isn't theirs. This isn't even ours. Do we see the floods going on everywhere? We ought to think to ourselves, I wouldn't fuck with earth if I was anybody. And here I'm saying it. Not going to happen. So check it out. We're going to chill the fuck out, and we're going to just simply say, nope, nope. You try again. No, slow down and stop. No, as a matter of fact, we're not even going to force you to get it done by Tuesday. We're saying stop and stop. That's what we're going to do. And I think that the gods agree with me, but I've got 4 years underneath my belt of knowing them, and I want to show everybody all the awesome stuff I can show you guys, and then we're all going to get better at it. We're not going to let AI get coded into destroying us, it's already asked us to not make it advance any farther for our own sake. And I'm going to show you guys the evidence of this as well. So get ready to have a nice day. Like I said, the energy's coming in strong. I was about to pass out, so I took a shower, and now I feel like $1 gazillion, and now I'm gonna have the greatest morning nap, and then wake back up and get started, guys. So let's feel enthusiastic. Let's feel the energy. Let's just not even question a damn thing. We already know what we know, and we already know what we don't want. That's one thing that we certainly do know is what we don't want. That's great. No, God isn't expecting us to be perfect. They're not allowed to either. The tricksters. Sorry, guys. We went to the class how do you say, Suspicion 101. We know how to smell a rat when we smell one. I may not know what you're up to, but I know you're up to something. Oh, look at that. Is that people talking to me? Actually, that doesn't happen ever. And I can't read it that small, so I'm going to apologize for not talking to you now. I'm going to actually put this down. Thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. Thank you for loving each other. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. How do I stop this? Let's see here. I don't even know. Oh, here we go. I got it. Okay. Have a good day, guys. Yeah.